Hey guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I know, again, I've been gone for a couple weeks. I've actually been able to get some new stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. Come on, Jiggy. Come here. First thing, if you guys can see, I got this Eek sign. I got that from Walmart for like, I think it was $10 or something. So yeah, I want to actually hang it up at some point. My walls are still pretty bare. And I did find some signs and everything from Dollar Tree too. Still have all the signs that I found last year too, which I haven't shown either one of those sets off. I'll do that in a separate video. But I got some movies, I got some collectible stuff, and I think that's about it. And kind of also wanted to, I think, share how I've been kind of redoing my collection as well. If Jigsaw will allow me. Okay, so one other thing new too that I have gotten, I don't know, I think I did post last year, I think at least, but usually Walgreens every year does have a Nightmare Before Christmas collection that they put out, and for the past 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, I don't know, but they usually put out their blankets, some Nightmare Before Christmas blankets. I don't know actually if let me see. Yeah, here's I'll show you what the tags look like, because I'm a tall person. I'm 5'10", so usually the throw blankets are always very small. They don't cover me, and these ones specifically from Walgreens, they are 60 by 90. So they are like full-sized, comforter-sized blankets. And they're plush. This is what the tag looks like. Like I said, they're always 60 by 90. So they're like a twin-size comforter blanket, but they're just like a throw blanket. So they're not very heavy or anything, but they're really soft, and they're plushy and everything. And this is the design that I got. Walgreens this year, as far as my Walgreens that I saw, did not put out any blankets this year for Halloween. Like I said, for about the last 3 to 5 years or so, I've gotten at least one. The past 2 years, though, I've gotten two blankets each year, because this is what I love to sleep with. I don't like sleeping with a comforter. I'll sleep with these blankets because they fit me full body, and when it gets to winter time, I'll sleep with 2, and I'll maybe throw on one of the smaller size throw blankets. Anyways, I actually found this one, which I've never had before. I've never had this print before, off of Macari. So luckily, even though Walgreens didn't have it, I was still able to find one of my blankets with the design I've never had on Macari. And actually for cheaper too. So that was really awesome, because they would have probably been about $35. This is the blanket. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Walgreens and that, but I'm just very happy to at least have found one blanket. But that's just a custom of mine of every year. These have been, like I said, a tradition now, that these are the blankets that I love to sleep in. And yes, everybody, if you know my channel, if you know me, I'm Nightmare Before Christmas obsessed, like I said. So these are year-round. These are my blankets that I sleep in year-round until the next year, and I can get a new print and everything. So that's one thing. I was really happy that I was able to continue this year, even though it wasn't through Walgreens, it was through Macari. But anyways, I'm sorry. It's only been, like, I'm still kind of new to coming back, even though, you know, I put out a few videos already, but I don't know. I guess I'm still not fully back into the rhythm of making things, or putting out videos or whatever. So, but I got this. The other two things I wanted to mention, Nightmare Before Christmas specifically related, is if nobody knows, AMC theaters specifically, they're all over the US as far as I know. Like almost every single movie theater here in Lubbock is an AMC theater. But they are going to be doing a 30th anniversary screening of The Nightmare Before Christmas in actual movie theaters this year in October. So if anybody wants to, you can actually have a chance, because, you know, it came out in 93. In 93, I was only 7 years old. So I highly doubt, because I can't remember, to be honest, but I highly doubt I went and saw it in theaters when it first came out. So, but yeah, me and Joe are going to go see it next month in theaters, either at one of our theaters or at the drive-in. I haven't decided yet on which one I would rather, because, I mean, nostalgically for me, of course, didn't grow up in the 50s or 60s, so the drive-in isn't necessarily nostalgic. Of actual movie theater would be nostalgic for me, but I so much prefer the drive-in because it's just so much more fun and comfortable and everything. So it's kind of like, I don't know which one I would really rather, so it's just gonna kind of depend. So that's happening next month. And then also what's really cool is until January 14th in San Antonio, which is in Texas, of course, it's like 5 hours and 50, so like 6 hours away from where I live. There is at, I think it's McNay, MCNAY, museum. They're having a Nightmare Before Christmas art exhibit. So me and Joe are going to try to go. Tickets are only $20 for adults. So if you live anywhere close to San Antonio, or if you want to go wherever you are and can make it to San Antonio before January 14th of 2024, there is a art exhibit for Nightmare Before Christmas there. At like I said, I think it's pronounced McNay, MCNAY. So me and Joe are gonna try to see if we can go, because this will probably be the closest it'll ever be to me, for me to be able to go, you know, that it's actually in the state of Texas. So we're definitely gonna try to go. So that's really exciting too, being able to see the movie actually in theaters, and then possibly being able to go to an art exhibit at a museum specifically for Nightmare Before Christmas and everything. So that's like two really exciting things surrounding one of my like absolute obsessions and passions of mine, being Nightmare Before Christmas and everything. So I just wanted to share that really quickly. And yeah, so sorry, yeah, you guys know I pause a lot. I get whatever. Some of the other things that I have found that I thought were really cool, and just kind of, I like collecting like not like oddball things in a way, but at my store here called United or Market Street, they had these little candy what do you call them? Tin cases, whatever. This one is Afterlight Sours. It's blue raspberry candy. Thought it actually said, maybe it's the other ones, but I have I think six of them here. So these were like, they were 2 for $4, so actually $2 each. So, but of course, Beetlejuice, obviously. I got all the ones that they had. So there's a Beetlejuice one, and then here is a Jason one. And this one has sour cherry candy cleavers. And I'm weird when it comes to stuff like this. Like, I'm not actually gonna open this. Like, this to me is kind of a collectible. So, like, even though I would like to kind of try it and see what the actual little cleavers look like, I still don't want to open it, because I don't know. I'm just weird like that. So, but got Jason. And then they had Pennywise. And Pennywise is cherry red balloon candies. Oh, sorry, maybe I should show the back of these too. Here's the back of Jason. And I have a new addition to my room. Not to the house like Sadie. She was born here, but she was in my mom's room. But this is Sadie. And she is pretty much now going to be a resident in my room. Like, I think permanently, because her sister just had babies and she doesn't get along with the babies. So, and then here's the Beetlejuice one. And then, of course, Chucky. Hi, Sadie. And sour cherry candy knives is Chucky's. And then, of course, because another thing that I love is Scooby-Doo. And I couldn't believe they had the Mystery Machine one. So I had to grab that. And these are sour green apple candy vans. And then the last one is Michael. And this is specifically from Halloween 2. And it's slasher sour candies. It says sour orange flavor. So got, like I said, these were 2 for $4. So it's like $12 for all of these. And I just think these are just like the cutest things. Like unique, cute, not everybody will have these type of things like that. I don't know. And then of course I had to get some gummy bulging eyeballs. And then I also got some gummy missing body parts, which I wasn't originally going to open these, but then I was like, man, I really want something sweet, so I opened these ones up, but they have brains, bones, fingers, and eyeballs in them. So, but, I mean, it's Halloween, you gotta have some kind of candy, right? And then they had, I think, 4 different ones. I think this is the last Nightmare Before Christmas thing so far. But I got a little Oogie Boogie keychain. And, of course, I'm just going to keep them like this because I love the fact that the little box is shaped like a coffin. But they had Jack and they had Sally and they may have had, I think it might have been the mayor or it may have just been them 3. I can't remember exactly. But only $4.95. This was at Walmart. So, got that. I don't know why you would need to see the back of this one, but just in case, I don't know. And then, so excited to find this guy. I love these kinds of pops right now. I have one other one. I don't know if I ever showed him off or not, so I'm not going to say what it is yet, just in case. But I found one of the killer clowns. I found, who is it, Rudy? Rudy. With the, like the comic book backing type thing. So, this was $24.95, I believe, at Walmart. But, fucking love that I found this. So got that, and I guess that's what just him as the pop itself looks like fully, and then what the poster or the comic area, whatever, looks like. And he's number 15, I guess, in this series. I don't know. And then I went to Five Below, and I was not expecting them to have pops like they did, but they had the young Bob Belcher. I've said many a times, I believe, in the past, maybe not here in this, but I'm obsessed with Bob's Burgers too. Like, I have watched that series so many freaking times. But, so yeah. Honestly, I would rather have, like, from the actual show and not from the movies. I would rather have that, you know, Bob Pop or whatever. But those are, like, crazy expensive and everything. So, for right now, I'm good with this. Because this was, like, $5.95, I think, over at Five Below. So, and, yeah. So, happy to at least have a Bob's Burgers pop. And there's the rest of them. And then there's, of course, what he looks like from the movie. As you guys, if you guys remember from, I think it was last year for my birthday, me and Joe went to Alamo Drafthouse. Because this movie actually came out on my birthday last year. That me and Joe went to Alamo Drafthouse here. And went and saw this there. And had dinner. Had the Bob's Burgers special burger and everything. And then I also found that they had the Leprechaun pop. Oh. Okay, wow. Sorry, Wonka just jumped from my bed to get to the closet, so that's what that was. Sorry, but found the Leprechaun, so had to pick him, and again, he was like $5.95. So got that one, and then sorry, there was one. I'm trying to figure out where to put everything. One other thing, Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said, I like collecting like weird stuff. I don't know if you guys, if you go back to some of my old videos where I think I showed them off, but I had gotten some bath stuff of Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I got a Jack's head of a bath bomb, a Jack's head on a soap on a rope, and then some bath salts of and it's like the frog's breath or whatever of Sally's potion jar or whatever. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, this would be cool, because again, I'm not opening any of those. Those are collectibles to me, just to have on display, because they're cool as hell, and I'm fucking weird. I don't care. But, and again, I'm not going to open this either, but it's just to go with that. I was like, oh, cool, this would go good with the bathroom stuff. But it's a Sally face mask. And this is what the actual mask, like, I guess looks like. I've never used a face mask in my life. I don't know how this shit works. But it's Sally. That was it. This was like $2.50 or something. So I was like, okay, yeah. And I guess it's apple smelling. I don't know. So, but I don't care. It was Sally. I was like, oh, bathroom stuff, whatever. Like, all that shit is basically Jack. So it needed a little touch of Sally. So whatever. I don't fucking care. And then I think the last two of like the Halloween stuff, and then we'll get into the movies, I just want to share right quick, is I got this cool thing from Dollar General. I don't know why, it just black and white. I've said many times I have a couple of different color schemes, but black and white is like one of my absolute favorites that I fucking love. So when I saw this, like, this was like one of their main themes. They had so many black and white shit, and I like wanted all of it, but they had very few things left, and plus, like, there's so many damn Steelbooks and shit coming out that it's just, it's ridiculous. So very limited that I wanted to spend and shit. So I just got this little guy that's got the fake black whatever the fuck, I don't know. I just like the skeleton hands and the black and white. And then I got a candle holder. Or I guess it can hold other stuff other than candles, but I mean, pretty much it's worth it. God damn. Sorry. I get scared easily. I startle easily. Give me a second. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I just watched that back and I could not stop laughing at myself from jumping. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave that in there because that'd just, hopefully that'll crack you guys up too. But like, seriously, when I watch horror movies and stuff, like, I like, on some jump scares that are obvious, I will jump, but like, it's so weird because I don't do that with a lot of horror movies and shit like that, like with a lot of movies and stuff. But in real life, like, I am so easily startled. Like, my mom will just walk into the kitchen and she will scare the living hell out of me. Like, it's just the craziest thing. And it's so funny because I will jump like that, like you saw, for just her walking into the kitchen. Like, I don't know why. I scare so fucking easily. So, I swear, going to a haunted house would probably be the most fun thing in the world, because after I get scared like that, like, I laugh my ass off because it's just so funny. Like, it's like, oh my god, Jesus, and then fucking just laughing. So, it would be really fun to go to an actual haunted house. Like, it's, like I mentioned, I think in one of my past videos, we do have a pretty good haunted attraction here called Nightmare on 19th that contains like 4 different haunted attractions. They kind of change it up every year too. It's just kind of with Joe's health issues and stuff, being able to walk through all of that and everything is kind of not great right now. So we're probably, you know, it's been open for years, probably like 15 or maybe even longer than that years, and neither one of us have ever gone. We've always wanted to go, and we've been talking about it ever since we met, which you know what, he's actually calling me right now, so I'm gonna pause it for a second and I'll be back. Okay, sorry guys, hopefully this will be the last interruption. Me and Joe ended up talking for like 40 minutes or whatever, so I wasn't expecting it to take that long, or for us to be on the phone for that long, but that's just how conversations go. Anyways, so, but like I was saying, the Nightmare on 19th Street, here, it has like 4 different attractions. It's like they have like a clown town and like a haunted doll house one, and then, I don't remember. They usually switch up like 1 or 2 every year. I think like the Clown Town one or whatever's stayed, and I think the doll one has stayed for a few years. And I can't remember what the other ones are. But anyways, so yeah, we've been talking about going for ever since we met, which was over 9 years ago now. And we still haven't gone yet. So hopefully maybe next year we can try to go. But this year, like I said, with all these new movies coming out, and then plus on top with the Nightmare Before Christmas museum thing, and then also it hitting theaters and everything, and then plus, hopefully, as far as I know, we're going to try next weekend to go see The Nun 2 at the drive-in. Right now, this weekend, we can't go this weekend, but right now it's actually playing with the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which would be awesome to see, of course, at the drive-in. But it doesn't show what the listing is as what is playing next weekend at the drive-in. So I'm sure The Nun 2 will be playing again next weekend, just don't know what it will be with, but it would be awesome to see it, of course, with Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. Because just, yeah, that would be awesome. Anyways, I totally forgot everything else that was going on other than that. I think the other thing that happened before another interruption was I was just showing this last piece off before we got into the movie. So I just, both this and the hand skeleton flower thingy, whatever, were both $10 over at what did I say, Dollar General, whatever. So these are the, like, the only two, like, Halloween things. Everything else has been pretty much, like, horror, movie related, whatever, but those are, like, the two, like, actual Halloween things that I've gotten. Okay, so now just moving on to the movie stuff. So, of course, if you guys couldn't guess, I, of course, got the Steelbook of Sleepy Hollow. So fucking excited when they announced that this was coming out. Like, as soon as I saw that this was getting released, I was like, I have to. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm getting this because it's Tim Burton. It's Sleepy Hollow, which is, I honestly don't know where it ranks. It's just, I mean, one of my cats is named Ichabod Crane. So, I mean, if that tells you anything. But I absolutely love this movie. I love Johnny Depp's performance as Ichabod Crane in here. And this is just an absolute gorgeous, again, black and white. Like this is fucking absolutely gorgeous. And this is such a unique steelbook too. I actually, honestly, I want to get another one so I can have one closed and I can open the other one because it is so unique that it has the book inside of it. Like, this steelbook is just, it's like a digibook and a steelbook combined in one. So, but I don't even want to open this because I treasure it so much and it's so just unique and precious to me and it's beautiful that I don't want to open it, so that's why I want to get another one so I can open it, because that's just how in love I am with it. But anyways, yes, so happy to get this, and that this was getting released. And of course, anything Tim Burton related for steelbook wise, will want to collect every edition, but I don't have, this is my only copy that I have, so I don't have the Blu-ray release of Sleepy Hollow, anyway, sorry, I'm messing up my words. Sleepy Hollow Blu-ray, which also looked beautiful. If I remember correctly, I think it's black with red. He's in red silhouette, I think. Very beautiful too, but anyways, love this. So that is new. I got that pre-ordered. And then the other thing that we pre-ordered, I still have it. Of course, everything's already open, but I did go ahead and get the Halloween 1 and 2 Rob Zombie Walmart exclusive steelbook. If you guys, maybe I never actually showed those off, so maybe I'll save that. But absolutely wanted to get this one. I don't actually really remember the Rob Zombie Halloweens that well, so this is one that I really wanted to get, so very happy to get this one. And then just two other steelbooks. I got these a while back, but I figured I'd go ahead and share them in this video. But I did go ahead and get the Eon Flux steelbook. I got this, I believe, also from I think from Walmart as well. I think this one was like $8 or $12. I honestly can't remember right now. That's really shitty of me, but it was a very good price. So, but got this one. Sorry, thought I might have heard one of the cats jump in the window or something. Some of our cats are allowed outside, only the ones in my mom's room, and just wanted to make sure, like, everything was okay. Anyway, and then the other one is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. And this one I think was like eight or 9, something like that. But as I have said in the past, I want to get all of the Magnolia, and that's exactly what this one is. Right there, you'll see Magnet and Magnolia. Like I said, they're the same company. So, but, and this is very awesome artwork. I have not seen this movie before. And it is still sealed, even though it came, but even though it's already peeled a little bit like this, I'm still a freak enough that this is sealed and I'm not opening it yet, even though I think the disc is actually loose in here. But I mean, it's a Blu-ray, it's fine. So, you know, I'm not worried about it. But that artwork is pretty awesome. So got those, and then I saw everybody going crazy over all of the slipcovers and everything over at Walmart, and of course they were fucking beautiful too, and I wanted to grab them all because I'm not really a slipcover person. I am a steelbook collector, not a slipcover person. But for some reason these slipcovers just look so fucking cool and everything, but I already owned all of them. So I was like, no, you know, especially at $10 a pop, I was like, no, because I'd rather have this Steelbooks, all these other Steelbooks that are coming out. So I decided to only pick up one, and it's because it's one of my all-time favorite movies, and that is American Psycho. So I went ahead and I grabbed this. I'm not going to open the movie or anything like that. I solely got it fucking $10 for this stupid slipcover. Fucking ridiculous. But it's just, it's like American Psycho and John Wick combined. So out of all of them, I was like, okay, like I just, this is the one that I had to get. Like, I love Patrick Bateman. I've said it before, I love psychos. Like, that's why I love the Joker so much, and even Harley Quinn and Patrick Bateman and everything. Like, just, there's something about psychos that just, you know, in movies, I always say in movies, not in real life, but in movies, you know, that I love that aspect in movies of true psychos, that it's awesome. So, and then of course you guys have seen my set of John Wick and everything, and I said that I've had other steelbooks too of John Wick. That's one of my favorite action series or trilogy, or not trilogies because there's 4 of them, just series, I guess I'll say, ever. So went with that one. I don't know why I need to justify it so much. Anyways, and then the other thing that people were showing was the different glow-in-the-dark sets that they had and everything. And the one that I have most of them, I think, pretty much. And the only one that I really wanted was The Thing, because of course I have The Thing and the prequel one, but I've never seen the original, The Thing from Another World. So $10 for this one too. I have, I think, like 2 or 3 different copies. Not a steelbook, unfortunately. That is, like, when that Titans of Cult steelbook was announced, that was like fucking $50 or whatever for The Thing. I wanted to get it so bad, but I didn't have the money at the time for that. So I wasn't able to get it. But God, do I want The Thing on steelbook so fucking bad. Because I did grab The Thing from, which one? Just the prequel. I don't know what, is it 2011? Yeah. The Thing from 2011. I did get the Wal-Mart steelbook for that one. So I have that one on steelbook. But I don't have The Thing on steelbook. But anyways, the whole reason why I got this was because The Thing from Another World, I wanted the original. So I went ahead and I grabbed this. And I already put it in a turkey bag. That's what I think a lot of people actually call these. So I'm just going to say that. But just to protect the slipcover and everything. So, but The Thing from Another World. God. Oh, it doesn't actually say the year on the back of this. That's weird. The other two. Okay, anyways. So, but that's why I got this one. Because out of all of them, I was like, I love the fucking thing. I'd love to see the original, so grab that one. So those are the only two of the Walmart exclusives, whatevers, that I got. And then I did actually find a couple of new stuff over at Dollar Tree, surprisingly. Nothing really all that special. Some of this stuff I probably already have, but just don't remember. So I just grabbed them because they're fucking $1.25. So why not? Got Office Christmas Party. I Feel Pretty. Second Act. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Like, I know I have this one for sure, but I couldn't remember if it was on Blu-ray or DVD. So I was like, I love this movie. I love all of the DC animated movies. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it just in case it's on DVD. I can upgrade it. And then found City Under Siege. And then I got this 8 horror film collection from, I think it's, from Phase 4. I like a lot of Phase 4, some, like, I think I've seen 2 of these, and like this cargo one, I don't even know why it's in here, because it's not really, like, it's more like a true crime, like a kidnapping thing than a horror, so I don't really know why it's, anyways, but I do like Phase 4, it's kind of like Asylum, you know, they're kind of, I guess, cheaper in a way, B movies, whatever, but they're still good, I think. Then I found Dope, I think, was this based on a true story or something? I don't remember. When this one originally got, you know, announced or previews, whatever we're going for it, I had no interest in it, but then I saw the quote, "It's hard out here for a geek." So it's kind of like, oh, maybe it might be okay, so I don't know. And then I like getting these Dragon Dynasty ones, Born to Fight. And then, of course, anytime I see any, like, Olive or they're the same company, Martini, just like how Magnolia and Magnet are from the same company. I found this Martini one called The Deadliest Prey. So I grabbed that one. And this is from 2013. So, but you can see the Martini right there. Like I said, as far as I know, Martini and Olive are the same company, just like Magnet, Magnolia, like I said. So I like to grab those anytime I see them, even though I've seen this one around other places. I don't remember where from, but yeah, I like to grab those. And then next up, I got a package from Pam from VideoGame Movie Dome. I've gotten a lot from her over the past year. It's just I haven't, like I said, been making videos or anything of late, so I haven't really shown off a lot of what I've gotten from her. So, but this is my most recent package from her. I don't know how many titles for sure, but I think there's like 7 Steelbooks and then like 8 or 9 Blu-rays. So, let me just show you what I got. Again, everything's already been opened, so, but, some of these are upgrades, some of these are new, and, yeah, so, okay, and everything's already been bagged, turkey bagged, so, but yeah, so first up, we got, the 35th anniversary edition. It's the digibook of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've seen this movie once, and honestly, I don't think I really liked it, but I want to give it another chance, because I've heard, like, this is a cult classic. Everybody almost in the horror community, I think, loves this movie. So I want to give it another chance. Because maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it at that time or something. I don't know. But it never hurts to give movies a second chance. Like The Witch, I think I may have said this before, but I did not like it when I first watched the movie The Witch. But on my second time, I actually liked it. And then on my third time, I fucking loved it. So definitely, I am a person who will give movies second and even third chances. So got that. And then got Martyrs. This is, I don't know if this is a remake of the original, like, but just an Americanized version. But this is from Anchor Bay. 2000, God. 16 or 18. I do not know. But this is not the original. This is like I said, I don't know if this is a remake, if this is just an American like version remake, or if it is a completely different story just with the same name. I do not know. But went ahead and I got this one. And then got I think it's Infinite with Mark Wahlberg. And who else is in this? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. No way. And then I got Girls Against Boys. And I did actually just watch this one a couple days ago. And this has Danielle, how do you say her name? Hannah Baker. You know, from the Flash series and from Friday the 13th. And so many other things, but that's all I can actually remember right now. But anyways, this was actually a pretty damn good movie. So I thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was fucking awesome. It says, bad girls don't cry, they get even. So, really, really enjoyed that one. And then I did get another one from the Vestron series, you know, from the past. But this one does not have the slipcover, unfortunately. So, which really does suck, but I still wanted to go ahead and get it. It's just the only reason why on the Vestron series that I actually care about the slipcovers. Where the hell did that one go? Didn't I just have it over here? Is because it actually says Vestron series only on the slipcover. And I hate that. Because, like, but I mean, it's still, but it's Extreme Prejudice is what I got. But it says Collector's Series, but without the slipcover, it doesn't have the Vestron, you know, that it has up at the top. If you guys know, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it does say, like, it has the B on the side, you know, for Vestron and stuff, and it has the number. It's number 26. But it's just, without the slipcover, like, it doesn't have, like, this special Vestron to make it more of a collector's, like, you know what I mean? So, specifically with these ones, like I said, I still wanted to go ahead and get it. But if I come across this, or if I just come across the slipcover, I will definitely get it, because, like, I don't know why. It's just, those are, like, the only ones that I really would give a shit about. Like, more, I really am not a slipcover Nazi, or whatever people call it, but on those, yeah, I am. So. And then, I'm going to save the Steelbooks for last. And then, honestly, too, concerning Disney, I am done with Disney, pretty much. But I did go ahead and just grab these two just because I was curious about them. And this is kind of before, I don't know, before I gave up on them, I guess. Because, you know, they came out before I gave up. So, but I went ahead and got Cruella. So, but like pretty much anything from Little Mermaid and on, I'm done. And then Jungle Cruise. Like, honestly, I don't even associate Nightmare Before Christmas with Disney, because Disney didn't even want to put out, they thought it was going to be too scary for kids, Nightmare Before Christmas. So, you know, I mean, I don't even consider it a Disney movie. They just saw, like, they put it out, I think, under, like, what was it, Paramount or something like that. And then, you know, they saw, and of course, it's one of the most profitable, merchandisable, whatever fucking movie Disney has nowadays. And it's like, it used to be such a cult film, and now it's so fucking, what do you call it? Mainstream, or whatever, which I'm not going to stop loving it because of that, you know, and everything, because I've been this way since fucking high school, you know, for over 20 years, you know, I've been in love with Nightmare Before Christmas and everything like that. So it's always going to be a part of me and just who I am and everything like that. But it's just, yeah, but I do not, and never really have considered it to be Disney, because it never really, even like what they were concerned about, not that it's too scary for kids, but it doesn't feel like a Disney vibe to me. It never has. Anyways, just enough about that. And then I got Event Horizon, which, of course, I want the fucking Steelbook for this, but this was like, I think at the time when I first started collecting them, when this came out at Best Buy or whatever, and of course it's been out of stock and out of print ever since, and it's going probably ridiculous prices, I think, last time I checked. So just, yeah, so I just went ahead and got the Blu-ray for right now. I've only seen this one time a long time ago with Joe, so I barely remember it, so definitely want to rewatch this one. And then went ahead and got Rob Zombie's The Haunted World of El Superbeasto. I don't know for sure if I have ever actually seen this one or not, so, but needed to add to the Rob Zombie collection. I do need to get the Munsters too. Okay, now for the Steelbooks. Got Polar Express. Love this movie. I think I actually finally watched it all the way through two years ago or something like that, finally. Before that, I just saw like just the beginning part, and then for some reason I just never ended up finishing it. So, but absolutely love the Steelbook. Ooh, that over there. And then my man Brandon Fraser in Journey to the Center of the Earth. I love Brandon Fraser. So happy to add this Steelbook to the collection. And this movie is fucking awesome. I do love this movie. And then we got Al Pacino in Carlito's Way. Never seen this one. And then Tom Hanks again, Saving Private Ryan. Been forever since I've seen this movie. And there's nothing on the back. And then I do have, Joe got me the Blu-ray of this one, but she said she had the Steelbook, so of course I was like, I'll take it. Sonic the Hedgehog. I still have not watched it though. And we do need to get the second one, I believe. I don't think I have the second one yet. And then got The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael, I think it's Corleone. Corleone. I've never seen any of the Godfather movies, so. It says, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. These are the, or actually no, I think this one, yeah, this one's the 4K. The 4K one. And then, so excited to get this one. So excited. I got Knives Out Steelbook 4K. Again, I was very late to the Steelbook collecting world and everything, so this was way gone by the time I started. So happy to get this. So this was an awesome find, and I believe there is a sequel of this coming out. I believe. And then the last thing I have to share is I got a package from the wonderful Miss Miranda. So thank you so much for sending these my way. And it's cool too, probably be not for a while that I will actually get to get my own Vinegar Syndrome package, but it's nice to at least have a box of my own from Vinegar Syndrome. So that was awesome. But first up, we got The Gallows with a slip. I think I've said many times before that I absolutely love found footage movies. I barely remember this one, so I can't actually say if I liked it or not, so that's why I wanted this, to give it another chance, because I couldn't remember. And I know there's a second one, and I don't think I have that one, and of course I've never seen it, so do need to check that one out as well. But yeah, anything found footage I will always want to check out, because a majority of the time they are always good. There are some sucky ones, but that's very few and far between, at least in my opinion. But I love found footage. And then got California No. Just sounded interesting. Or looked interesting, I should say. It's a Gravitas Venture. I thought these might actually have been olive ones, because the cover kind of looked like an olive one, but they're actually, it's a Gravitas Ventures. And so is this one, because again, I thought this one might have been an olive one too, but it's a Gravitas Ventures called Avenues. And then I got this 4 children fantasy pack with The Secret Garden, 5 Children in It, The Never Ending Story, and The Witches. And I got it specifically for The Witches because I don't have that one. I may have some of these ones, I'm not 100% sure, but specifically The Witches is what I wanted this one for. And then another 4-pack of Urban Life Collection. We got New Jack City, Alt, Set It Off, and Menace to Society. And I don't think I've seen any of these ones. And then I love both of these actors, Chloe Grace Moretz and Ansel Elgort. November Criminals. Ever since I saw the previews for this one, this movie has so interested me, if I'm saying that right. But yeah, this movie just looks really good from all the trailers and everything that I've seen. And it says inspired by an acclaimed novel. but especially Chloe Grace Moretz. Like, she is one of my favorite actresses. I know she's younger than me, of course, but I mean, everything that I have seen her in, she's just been phenomenal in. And so just, I want to get anything that she will ever be in, I want to get. And then, same for this actress, Kate Winslet, of course, because Titanic is above and beyond one of my top favorite films of all times. So anything she's in, I will always get. And this is Wonder Wheel. So I got it specifically because of her. This also has Jim Belushi and Justin Timberlake and Juno Temple. I don't know if I know who that is, but... And it's written and directed by... What does that say? Oh, that's just in another way. Okay. Written and directed by Woody Allen. And then got Dungeons and Dragons, Wrath of the Dragon God. Sadie. Okay, can I have this last thing before you get in the box? Can I have this before you get in the box? Okay, now you can get in the box if you want. Or you can just knock everything over. And then the last one that I got is the best of Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego. It's 10 episodes. And I never even heard of this show before, but I saw this turning up like over at Dollar Tree or whatever a while ago. And so I just like animated shows. I've said that plenty of times that my two favorite genres are horror and animated. Like there's no in between. It's both of them. So that's why, again, Nightmare Before Christmas is like the perfect movie for me. And any of those movies kind of like that. Like Coraline and Paranorman and all of those, you know, are, but Nightmare Before Christmas is the ultimate. But anyways, so I just thought I would check this out and see what it's about. So that is everything I got from Miranda. And again, thank you so much for just always being able or willing to trade with me and send me some awesome movies and everything. And I just really appreciate it through all these years. It's been like 3 years now or something like that. That's hard to believe and everything, but just I really appreciate it, Miranda. Thank you very much. And also I want to say thank you to everyone who has welcomed me back into the community. I don't think I have said that yet or have mentioned it or anything. And to Tony, just a big thank you to you to giving me a shout out in every single one of your videos. That means the world to me. That is just so sweet, and just thank you so much. That's really just wonderful to hear, so thank you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I don't really know what... Oh, the other thing, sorry. I said I was going to talk about what I'm doing with my collection. So, it's not really going to take very long or anything. I just wanted to mention it because I wanted to start posting some pictures on Instagram. And I just kind of wanted to go over what I'm doing so you guys can understand what the pictures are or whatever. So what I'm doing is with my horror movies and stuff like that, like the ones in my Steelbooks and stuff like that, like they're going to be like this, you know, in a turkey bag or whatever. And for like movies that hold a special place in my heart, and I think the Blu-rays too, because those are, all of them have been turkey bag too. But for just other movies, what I have been doing, because if you have watched, again, it's been so long, so if you want to go back, or I can try to do a new video or something, the way I used to do my collection, because I never knew any collectors from before. I never used to think of collecting in the way I do now. You know, it was never about packaging to me. It was never collector's editions. It was never Steelbooks. It was solely about the movie, just the disc itself. Nothing else mattered. So I would throw everything except for, I would keep the cover, you know, the, God, I can't even think, the sleeve art. You know, I would keep this part, but I would throw the case, this away. On the snappers, I know, I'm sorry, Miranda, but on those, I would actually just throw those away. And my, what do you call them? The box sets for TV shows, I would just take the discs out and just throw the rest of everything else away. I wouldn't even keep the sleeves of those ones because they weren't DVD regular size like this, because, you know, sometimes they were fold outable, or you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, because for me, it was just about what was on the discs. It was just the movie. That was it. You know, I never knew about collections. I never knew about boutique labels. I never knew that this itself, the slipcover, that this meant anything to anybody. You know, you can call me naive, you can call me stupid, you can call me not a real collector. I don't care, because I didn't know. It didn't matter to me. All I thought that mattered was what was on the disc, because that contained the movie, which is what the whole purpose is. You know, you're watching the movie. You know, that's what it's all about, is the movie. You know, and it wasn't until I joined YouTube that I found out about a whole different side of everything surrounding collecting. You know, like, my friends used to call me, like, Katie Buster and stuff like that, and because, you know, of course, Blockbuster, and they would come to me to get some movies and borrow them from me instead of going to Blockbuster and renting a movie or whatever, because I had so many compared to everyone else. No one I've ever known in real life had anything close to what I had, you know, as far as owning movies or collecting movies, was obsessed with movies like I was. Never, and I'm not saying this in a naive way, even though you might think it might be naive, but I thought I was a crazy person who just really loved movies, and I thought, like, no, there is a huge number of people in the world, okay? So there's probably maybe a couple, like, I'm sure there's gotta be a couple of other people out there who love movies like me, you know, that have probably a pretty nice collection. But never in my wildest dreams did I think that there was ever a thing like a movie community. It just didn't even ever cross my mind. I don't know why. It never crossed my mind. Like I said, you can call me naive, you can call me whatever. It didn't occur to me, because I really thought I was an obsessed, crazy person who just, I don't know, you know, not to call us, like, obsessed, crazy, like, movie collectors, crazy, obsessed people, but just, in my mind, that's what I thought of myself, you know, that, anyways, so what I used to do, like I said, is throw all the stuff away, and I would just put the discs in a binder, you know, so I never knew about shelf space. I never had any of those kinds of issues like everybody I hear talk about, you know, that they're running out of space and all this kind of stuff like that. Like, I never had any of that issues. Like, I would just buy another binder, and that was it, you know, and never had any issues. So, but now that I've started YouTube and I know about all this extra stuff, sorry, she just fell asleep in the box, it's just so cute. Sorry, this actually might be a little bit longer, because now I'm going into, like, a whole, thing about YouTube and how it's changed my collecting perspective and everything like that. But just I never in my wildest dreams, like I said, thought that there would be thousands and thousands of people that were like me, who loved movies so much, who obsessively collected and bought and spent all of their money and a lot of their time and their passion and everything, like watching movies and buying movies, you know, like it really never did, because I just, again, it just never crossed my mind. So, when I watched YouTube and found the community and watched all these people's videos and everything like that, like, it just opened my world up to so many different things that I never even knew existed. So now, again, like, here it is, like, almost, or 3 years into finding YouTube, the community on YouTube, and starting making videos and stuff like that. It's just completely changed everything. So, I don't really want to, I'm still going to be doing some movies and binders and stuff like that. Like packaging on certain things doesn't really matter, because remember too, some of the movies that I buy are like 25 cents or 50 cents from, you know, pawn shops or stuff like that, you know? So some of that stuff, just, it's okay to just have it in a binder, you know? And also, I don't like it when people, that I see some people on YouTube, like, say you're not a real collector if you do it this way or do it that way. Like, no one has any right to tell anybody how to collect. You know, like, that's not a right for anyone to do that to someone. Because as long as you love movies, then who cares how you collect them, how you store them, how you display them. Like, that doesn't matter. Or it shouldn't matter. You know? Like, as long as you have a passion for it, who cares? You know? Like, that's something that always kind of brought me down at the beginning of watching YouTube and stuff like that, that just made me feel like, am I not a real collector? You know, because I put my movies in binders and stuff, when I see all these people with their shelves behind them full of movies and stuff like that. Like, that's a terrible feeling, you know, to know that you find people who are so obsessed with movies just like you are, but then you kind of feel ashamed that you don't have your movies displayed like they do. And it's like, that shouldn't make you feel any different just because you display them or store them in a different way, you know? Anyways, I'm going off on a different way. But what I'm starting to do now, which I actually like a lot better, and if you guys, anybody who wants to maybe save some space, if this helps you out, good, you know, that would be great. If you want to start doing it this way, it's entirely up to you. Like, no judgment should ever be brought on anybody for anything, on how anybody wants to collect anything or whatever on anything. But I've been using the turkey bags, whatever, and just doing it this way. Just having it without the actual case. So, I have the cover art, and then I bought these little individual things to keep the, you know, disc still safe. So it's still basically like how the binder is, but I have the disc and the cover art together. So that way, you know, when I want to show off like a certain movie collection, like a lot of people do, or a certain whatever, I have everything already right here. The only thing that is literally missing is just the piece of plastic. Just the plastic part. You know, which is, it's just right here. So that's what I've been changing up. So like I said, a majority of them I am going to do this way, that are not horror movies. And even my animated movies, I am actually going to do this way as well, even though that is my other favorite genre, just like horror. But it's just, I mean, what do you see around me everywhere is horror stuff on display, is collectibles and stuff. I don't really collect any animated stuff other than like my Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline type stuff. But it's horror and Halloween, you know, that is literally my lifestyle. That is what I love. Is just Halloween, dark, gothic, morbid, creepy, spooky, all the words that you can use for dark shit, you know, that's what I want around me. So that's why once I get my room situated, which can take however long it takes, because honestly I am a disorganized fuck, so that can be a while. But once I get shit figured out the way I want to have my setup, is I'm going to have, I already have like probably over 1,000 movies bagged up like this. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I want to get some actual shelves and everything to store or to display all of my, like I said, I think I'm gonna have to see, because I want to, because of course, also the other thing that has changed about my collecting habits since joining YouTube is I never used to give a fuck about collectibles. You know, I never cared about Pops or NECA figures or any of that shit ever. You know, I was solely about movies. Just movies and just watching them. You know? And it wasn't like, that was it. Like, seriously, that was literally it. Other than some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff here and there, and that was more like the clothes and some purses and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't anything really even collectible a lot in that sense either. It was more like common sense, usable stuff is what I say. You know, like collectibles, they kind of just sit there, you know what I mean? And most of my stuff that I would want to get would be stuff that I could sleep in, or I could, you know, like shoes I could wear, fucking slippers I could wear, fucking the night shirts or whatever, the fucking blankets I could use every night to sleep with, you know, that kind of thing. So I just, the stuff that would just sit there, I didn't care about that, because I just wasn't into that kind of thing. But since joining YouTube and everything, I am actually going through a phase where sometimes I will have movies in hand and I will put them down and choose a collectible, like the Killer Clowns and stuff like that. Like, that's so wild to think back on where I was at to where I am now, and how much YouTube really has changed me and everything. So sorry, these are like, I should have split these videos up, because this is something I have been wanting to talk about for a while and everything, and it's just all coming out in one, because I haven't done a video in like 3 or 4 weeks or whatever it's been. So it's kind of like, I guess you're getting a couple of videos smushed into one. So, you know, sorry, it's a long one again from me. That's just kind of what you get, I guess, from me. Sorry. Hope you guys are still watching, or someone or something, I don't know. Maybe someone can relate to this too, I don't know. On how maybe YouTube has changed you guys too, because I don't know if anyone was as naive in thinking that they were one of the rare people who was an obsessed movie collector like me. Like, maybe I really am like that naive and that sheltered or whatever in my thinking, that, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's just so crazy the way I used to think about it compared to how I think about it now. And it's like, it's just so wild looking back on that. Like, I can't believe I thought I was one of the, like, probably one out of maybe 100 people or something in the whole world, out of like 9 billion or 8 billion or whatever people, that was as obsessed with movies as me. Anyway, okay, I've gone over that point too many times. You get where I'm going. Hopefully it makes sense in my blabbering, ranting on, whatever. But anyways, yeah, I really like this idea. Like I said, it's just, and for like really special editions, you know, like, of course, like I said, the Steelbooks and everything, the Blu-rays mostly, like ones that are especially anything horror related, no matter what, pretty much I'm going to want to display, no matter DVD, Blu-ray, that doesn't matter, or Steelbook, like horror in any format, I'll want to have on display. And that already is going to probably, I mean, I can't even imagine how many that is. So, probably over 1,000. I honestly don't know for sure, because, I mean, like I said, I have just 1,000 of these already. I mean, I really do have a big ass fucking collection. And the other thing I wanted to say too, on why me personally, why I don't do like purges to my collection, why I don't, like, after I watch a movie or whatever, if I don't think I'll ever watch it again, why I don't just get rid of it or anything like that, is I had to get rid of my whole collection once before, and not necessarily by choice. Just trauma, dealing with my ex from the past and everything like that. I ended up having my whole collection be gone. And that collection took, let's see, those, like almost 10 years. So about 10 years to build. And yeah, that was like when DVDs were at the height, like you know, I don't know. Anyways, I just call it trauma, call it whatever, but I never ever want to have to sell off my movie collection again. It is not something I am comfortable with. It is not something I ever want to have to experience again. It's not something I ever wanted to do to begin with that first time around. So for me personally, and especially since a lot of my collection was built with pawn shops and the 50-cent wall at Ralph's, you know, like probably over half my collection or something like that, I don't know exactly, was probably that kind of stuff. So it's like, it's not like I would even get that much back anyways. So what is the point, you know, in selling it? Nobody would, like, it wouldn't even be worth it in a way, you know, like these are only worth something really to me. In a way, you know, like, yeah, I guess this might be part of maybe my OCD too, I don't know, but it's just what I went through last time. I don't ever want to go through that again. So, and like I said, Joe knows everything, so, and he is the one who has helped me build this collection from the ground up, and he knows all my craziness, okay? So, like I said, 9 years, over 9 years together. So he knows all of this. He knows my craziness. He knows how my mind works. He knows everything that happened with my last collection, on how I got lost and everything like that. So, you know, I don't ever want to lose my collection again. You know, I would only do it ever again if it was in case of a fucking life or death situation. You know, like, not for what happened before. Never again for that. So, that's why I will keep it, no matter if I will never watch the movie again. And even though, like I said in that video, if you guys watched it or not, for the past like 2 years or a year and a half, whatever it's been, that I haven't even really been watching my movies. So I probably have more movies in my collection that I haven't seen than I have. So, but that just gives me so much more to consume, you know? I'll never be bored, whatever. So, it's just, but I really like this idea of doing it this way, because like I said, like, being able to do like collection videos or whatever of like stuff that's based on a true story or something like that, of collections of that, or of with a certain actor, you know, like I can just do it this way and you guys will be able to see. You don't need to see the piece of freaking plastic. You don't need to see this black thing right here. If you, like, I think I'm getting my point across. This is part of my, like, I don't know why I need to feel like I need to drill it into your guys' head. I think you get my point. I don't know why I always feel the need, like, to super drill it on the head, you know, to make sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. I think you guys get it, you know? So I apologize, but that's just kind of how my brain works, that I need to, like, over-rationalize everything to get my point across, or make sure what I'm saying makes sense to someone or everyone aside from just me, because of course I'm just talking to myself right now, so I don't know if anything I am saying will make sense to anybody else except for me. So that's another thing I always worry about too. That's just, again, how everything works in my head. So I just anyways, sorry. So that was a lot. Like I said, this specific stuff on the whole YouTube, changing my collecting perspective and collecting habits and style and everything, I have been wanting to talk about for like over a year. And I've made several attempts to actually make this video, and I just never have. And so when I just simply wanted to mention that this was, I just wanted to show this part off. I didn't want to go into all that other stuff, but, you know, when you start filming, shit kind of just comes out. So, I'm sorry, but at least I got it out, or part of it that I can think of right now. I got it out finally on something I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time. So, but again, you know, like, this is only 4 right here that I'm showing, but I have 2 boxes that are on the side of my bed that are completely full. Like, I don't know if you guys remember from my video last year, those spooky boxes that I showed that I got from Joann's. Those are what I'm using to store these. So, they're very easily accessible and everything. But, so that's why this side of my bed always looks full, because it actually is. It's all full of movies and everything, because I'm trying to get everything organized, and I got all the bags and all the little, you know, what the fuck are they called? The little CD disc holders and everything. So, but yeah. So, but that is everything, I think, for right now. I think this is probably a good place to end it before I go on another rant or whatever. To try to get my point across even more than I already pretty sure I have. But yeah, so let me know, what do you guys think about this? Is this a good idea? Do you guys accept this? Did I get my point across? You guys understand what I'm talking about? What I mean? Do you guys agree with me on the fact that, you know, nobody should be judged on how they choose to store their collection or display their collections? Do you get what I, you know, do you agree with that? Or do you think only real collectors, you know, like have their stuff on shelves and that kind of, if you get what I mean. Do you, you know, stuff like that, like how some people seem to think. And then also, again, like what I said, you know, has YouTube changed your guys' perspective too? Like how I said, mine has. You know, have you guys changed your collecting habits, or how you think about how you want to, you know, store your collection compared to before YouTube and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. And just, yeah, all your opinions and everything, just on everything I've gone over on this video. And also what you think about my pickups. Do you have any of these in your collection? What you thought about my pickups, anything like that, what you guys have gotten recently and everything. And just, again, thank you so much, Miranda. I really appreciate it. And Tony as well, thank you so much. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye guys.